can you tell me a little bit about your journey, starting in getting into tech and how it has been till this moment? I want to know your story.
Okay. I have a very interesting story. Coming from a non-STEM background and with these little fears I had back then because of my experiences with mathematics and computer science as a secondary school student, I got interested when I got in the midst of people who were doing that during my NYSC. I used to do writing jobs, so I got a writing job in a tech community and everyone around me were into tech, you know. I got fascinated with what they were doing, the solutions they were providing, and how they were making life easy for people. I decided to read about it, ask questions, and it took me 3 years before I made the decision. A friend randomly sent a link to me, Women Techsters Fellowship. I said, okay, I think it's time for me to try this. I remember taking 2 hours to fill the form and making 81 attempts of my motivation video. Because when I checked up Women Techsters online, I think they had a previous training a year before I joined in, and I saw how great it was. I did not want to miss that opportunity. So thanks to Women Techsters, that was just my background into tech, and it's been an exciting journey.
That's beautiful. You seem to be very hard to convince, but it's like you just found your place now. And after the program with Tech for Dev, Women Techsters Fellowship, you finally got a job and all that. So tell me what it's like in an environment where almost few women are actually doing it now. So tell me a little bit about that now, your job experience.
Yeah, truly, few women. Where I work, it's been a good experience. Though at the start it was a very, very challenging one for me because it was as if I did not know so much, to be honest. I trained for about a year, Women Techsters and some other trainings, and getting on the job, I discovered there were still so many things I needed to know. I needed to upskill, software knowledge especially, and you know, practical work was there for me. But thankfully, I had great colleagues, great team leads who were very willing, because I got in as an intern. So I was well groomed, and yeah, now I am a full-time employee. I'm an associate designer, and it's been an exciting one. And I believe it's because I had a great time interning. I was able to proceed to that next level. So it's been exciting. How did you get into tech?
Wow, that's like, how did you learn how to speak? Okay, starting from the fact that I came from a family that likes learning and adventure. So we were allowed to explore a lot. So I'm a very curious one. So I'd join my brothers in playing games, video games. So I knew everything, anime and the rest of them. So, but each time I view my world and I'm thinking, what's next? What's next? What can I do next? So I went into school. I didn't study anything that has to do with tech, but I was still in the biological science and medical biological science. And when we were done, I was like, okay, I think I like this idea of going into tech. I want to design. I was very creative. Yeah, I started drawing on paper and high crayon. So every year I give myself a gift of design. So I would, yes, my dad is a graphic artist. So I had an inspiration. So that was my foundation. So I was like, okay, now tech is the in thing. How can I translate the skill into tech? That's why I'm in product design, graphic design, digital design. So I also want to make the point that men were very fundamental in my growth because there were fewer women in the field then. Whenever I have this challenge, I usually call out for help. I always do. I enter your DM when the social media became very popular, and the times I had to create some work that gave me issues like coding and it was not working, I come and scream it out like, guys, what do I do? Or maybe I made a design that my client rejected. I threw it out in the community, and that was how I've come to this point.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you, Francis, for a great conversation.
Same here. I appreciate the time spent with you. Happy International Women's Day.
Happy International Women's Day.
Inspire inclusion.